Greetings YouTubers, it's your boy LooksLikeLethal, and today I'm introducing a new video series I'm creating, Magic the Gathering for Beginners. If this sounds like something you're interested in, stick around. If you want to learn more about the game, specifically about the UI in the game, stick around because I am going to deep dive. So essentially I want to go through each and every item within the UI and kind of explain what it's about. So we'll start on the home page. When you first log in, this is where you arrive. So this is where your announcements and any special events and things will be talked about here. Now keep in mind that this front page is going to change as we progress through the game. Right, so since this is a brand new account, it's free to play. I've just started. This is going to be a series, so you'll get to stick around and in the future see how the UI changes as we progress through the game. Right now, we have basically our levels, right? So as we play more games, as we win, we're going to level up, and as we play with a particular color, we will unlock decks. So that where you see the screen right now is at the end of playing through the tutorials. It's basically the color challenge, right? So the reward here for beating this is going to be 250 gold, and it's going to unlock PvP, or player versus player, because you'll have a lot of modes after you get your initial stages unlocked. You'll have various different play modes that you can do, including non-ranked and ranked PvP, best of 1, best of 3, etc. There's not a lot to it right now. This shows what level you're at, how much XP you have to gain to get to the next level, and what your reward for that level is. Okay, you earn XP by completing these daily rewards. You'll get you'll start earning XP. So let's take a look up here. These are different, all the different tabs you can go to, and we'll go through each one of these. This here is for your wild cards, right? It shows you exactly how many wild cards you have, your commons, uncommons, rares, and mythic rares. And we'll talk more about wild cards later, so don't worry too much about it. This represents how much gold you have, right? So as you earn gold, it'll be shown here, and your gems. Gems are earned through, it's basically the money system for Magic the Gathering Arena. You can earn it as rewards by doing dailies and various other things that we'll talk about later. Different limited gameplay types will earn you gems, but you can also purchase them for real money. Okay. This will allow you to do a direct challenge. So if you have friends, this is your friends list here. Right, so as you add friends here, this will allow you to do a direct challenge with one of your friends. There's also a new chat system that's been added. So this is the we don't have any, and it actually doesn't have to be a friend. As long as you know their full display name, you can challenge an opponent. Okay, and there's different types of challenges you can do, essentially depending on what you guys want to do. This is basically your help screen. Can we play the tutorials here? There's lots of videos, lots of resources and various things within here to assist you in also learning the game, right? We're not going to go through each one of these right now, but I suggest taking a look at it. There are some helpful things here, especially for brand new players. So I definitely recommend going through these items here. And then you have your options, right? So you've got your gameplay options. You've got gameplay, your graphics, your audio settings. You can exit the game, you can log out. And one thing I do want to show you here is if you click on account, there's a couple of different things that you can do here. This is where you can go if you want to block incoming friends requests. You can click this so people can't send you friend requests. But this is an important one right here to take note of, this detailed log. So I'm going to also do a video about the tools that I use in Magic the Gathering Arena. One of them being MTG Arena Tool, which is great for tracking your progress, tracking your matches. It just tracks a lot of data about your collection and your card collection and other things. It's a really, really useful tool. In order to use that tool or tools like it, you have to enable this setting here. All right, and then you can go through these items too if you want. This is also where you select your currency and USD, obviously. So that's what it's set to. Show your ranked areas for constructed limited play. We'll get more into that later. How much time is left in the season. This is your full name. So you saw before where you could add a friend or challenge someone. This is the information that you would use for that person in order to do that. You can choose your avatar here. You have a bunch of defaults that are already unlocked for you, so you can choose whichever avatar you want. As well as once you get a pet, you can pick a pet. This pet is from the store. It costs 3,000 gems, so we're going to skip that. Okay, and this shows your mastery level, which we'll talk about in more detail later as well. So under decks, these are the decks that you have available to you. This is where it'll show all your decks. You can sort your decks by the type of gameplay, whether or not standard, historic, brawl, singleton, or pauper, or you can do all decks, and then you can sort how you want the decks listed here. Last modified alphabetical. You can search for a particular deck and you can choose colors. Once you have a bunch of decks in here, some of these tools are pretty helpful. You can also create a new deck. I thought I may have crashed the game. But yeah, so I can actually create a new deck, but that is where you would do it for deck creation. Okay. Under packs, if you have any packs, right, that you've earned through rewards or through purchasing, this is where your packs will show up and you can open them here. You can get packs. This is simply going to take you to the store where you would go to purchase packs. This here is your advancement towards wild cards. Each time you open a pack, this will click up one time and awards you a wild card. So for every 6 packs you open, essentially, you'll receive an uncommon and a rare wild card. We'll talk more about wild cards in a later video. Then you have your store, right? This is also where you come to redeem codes, and you can find a list of all the codes. We'll redeem all the codes in another video and see what kind of stuff we get. We can utilize that. It's going to give us packs and all types of different things. We can use that to start building some pretty decent starter decks using the cards they give us in their decks, plus all the codes that we'll unlock. There's actually a lot of stuff that Wizards of the Coast gives you for free to get started, so that you can have fun. You're not just going to get wiped off the floor every match. You can you build the right deck and you can actually progress pretty well with just a minor amount of rares or mythics. I've seen people go all the way to mythic rank with very limited free to play and very limited cards. So it is possible. And again, we'll talk more about all of that. So the store is pretty straightforward. These are your different tabs down here. It starts with featured items. As a new player, of course, it's going to want you to buy their $5 bundle, which is going to give you a set of 2,500 gems and 5 packs, which as a new player, this is a really good deal. I would highly recommend it to anybody starting out again. Now, of course, I already have a pay-to-win account that's loaded up, so I won't be making any purchases on this account. For me, this account's going to be 100% free to play because I know that that's the preferred method for a lot of players, right? So that's what we're going to attempt to do here. So, but this is where your featured and limited sales will be. If you do want to invest some money, this is where you can buy gems. This says most popular. This is a great deal. I always recommend, if you're going to buy gems and if you can't afford it, just to go all out and buy the $100 pack. That's going to be the best value for your money, because it scales up, right? It's not just an even amount of gems all the way up for the cost of the money. You actually get the most gems for the least amount of money, by buying the most expensive package. So if you do decide to buy gems, I would highly recommend saving up, waiting, and buying this most expensive pack here, $99 USD. Packs, this is where you can buy packs. You can either buy packs via gems, right? And you can go through here to see all the different packs that are in standard right now. Okay. Or you can use your gold. So this is a great way to build up your collection and to get cards, because gold is pretty easy to get in your daily challenges, which we'll see later. And as you get gold, you can use that gold to either enter limited events, which will earn you packs and cards, or you can just buy them directly here. Daily deals, this is something relatively new that they've been doing, right? And I don't recommend this at all. It's completely up to you if you like the cosmetic stuff. I actually do like a lot of cosmetic stuff, but to me, this just, I don't know, it's not really worth it, right? It's different card styles that you can buy here for gems or gold at a discounted rate. Now, if you go and look, any card that's in your collection, you can actually buy the card style for it for usually 1,000 gems, which is expensive, right? It's several dollars USD to buy, just a different look to a card. Now, again, some people really like cosmetics, and that's a thing. And if that's your thing, then go for it, right? If that's what you want to spend your money on, then spend your money on it. But keep in mind that for me, because I'm mainly a standard player, I don't play a lot of historic, which is basically the modern version of Magic for Magic the Gathering Arena. I really only play standard, so at some point, all of these cards and decks are going to rotate out into historic mode, and I probably won't play them again, or at least not very much. So spending money to upgrade the looks of them when they're just going to get pushed aside eventually doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me. So for me, I'm generally a standard best of one player. That's mainly what I play. Yeah, so this is where you can buy bundles of cards, various other things. You saw this earlier, the beginning bundle. They'll do just what it says. They'll do bundles of stuff here that you can purchase. Avatars, these are all the different avatars you can buy. Again, if this is something you're interested in, you can buy them here. I usually recommend, if you're a free-to-play player, using gold as opposed to gems. Save your gems for limited events where you can actually earn more gems. As opposed to spending them here. Sleeves, there's a ton of different card sleeves that you can purchase, again, for gems or gold. Always recommend gold. We got a ton of different stuff here, some pretty cool stuff. And then pets, this right now, this is the only one for sale. Usually they only have one for sale and they rotate it out. I assume this has something to do with the next expansion that's coming out. Okay, that pretty much does it for the store. So the Mastery tab. Now this is something that we'll talk about as well. So Mastery is a relatively new system where, like I said, you earn XP by doing daily events or daily tasks, right? You get your daily goals, and once I get that unlocked, we'll talk more about it. Because as a new player, it's not unlocked obviously right away. As you level up, right, these are the top level here is the normal rewards you can get. Now you can purchase this bottom row. Yeah, the mastery sets 3,400 gems to unlock that bottom row of mastery, which basically comes out to $20. So if you want to pay $20, again, I would recommend doing the $100 pack and then using your gems. But if you just want to do that, if you want to pay the $20 to unlock it, then you can. We won't do it in here. I do it on the pay to win account because I think it brings there's a lot of value here, right? You get a lot of cards, you get a lot of cool cosmetics, you get gold, and then you get these orbs, which I'll explain in a second, but you get a lot of different packs. You get a lot of stuff. You can look all the way through here. Plus you get the pet. This would be your end pet that you get by unlocking this as well. And the rewards are basically infinite now. Once you've gotten to level 90, which you can do in a full season, I recommend only doing this if you do it at the beginning of a season. Don't do it mid-season because you're not going to have enough time to unlock all the rewards. If you do it at the beginning of the season and you do enough dailies, if you play on a daily basis, you can easily unlock all of these rewards, which makes it worth it. So if you're not playing daily, then I would not recommend doing this, or if you're coming into the middle of a season, because it's at least like 3 months that a mastery will last. The mastery tree. So as you get those orbs that we talked about, you can place those orbs in one of these different trees. Again, if you play enough, you'll get enough orbs to fill up all these trees. You'll end up getting all these rewards. It's just in what order you want to get them, and it's cosmetics. Again, it's going to give you, you've got black, red, white, green, and blue, and it'll give you that alternate card style for certain cards, which is pretty cool. Just another little reward you get for playing the game. Check out the entire series. I think it's going to be really good for beginners. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like below. If you're new to the channel, please be sure and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I release new content or new videos in this series. If you enjoyed the content or there's something else you would like to see, please do leave a comment below. Tell me how long. Leave a comment. Tell me how long have you been playing Magic the Gathering? Have you always played Magic the Gathering Arena? Did you come from paper? Go ahead and leave a comment below and tell me your story. I read all the comments, so I'd like to hear from you. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.